Hey everybody, the Ryan Cardinal on YouTube here. Just going to be going over a quick tutorial on using vector lines for doing inking on illustrations. What I have here is a piece I did up. Actually, this is the original piece I did up at the Vancouver Drink and Draw recently. Unfortunately, I ran out of room on the paper, so brought it in and just did some quick edits on it. Brought the hand out a little bit more, brought the sword out a little bit more, moved the head over a little bit, and duplicated one of these guys, popped it over here. So I'm going to go in and use, and we're going to go down here, new vector layer. That comes over top. And I'm going to use just the G pen. Nothing crazy for this. Let's make sure everything's on black. We're on top. Alright. So I like using the vector lines for doing inks because it gives me a little bit more control on how stuff gets done. Now, I know you're saying that I crossed the line over there, but that's totally fine and on purpose. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to click on our eraser tool. And we're going to make sure that our vector eraser tool is picked. Once we have that picked, we can go to this line that's intersected. Bump up the brush so we can see it a bit better. And we're just going to hit it, and bam, it cuts it back to where the line's intersected. Now you can do this with any intersecting lines and it'll make a nice clean line like that. Another cool thing with the vector layers is if we go in and click on Operation, make sure the object tool is set, we can actually go and select the lines themselves. And if you hold down the Shift key like I did, you can select more than one line. And once you have the line selected, say that you don't like how thick or thin they are, you can come down to here in the editing vector layer, click on brush size, and just keep clicking on that and they'll go thinner and thinner. Just like that. Or you can do the exact opposite and select them all. And go thicker and thicker. But I kind of like the line where I'm drawing it at right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in and finish inking this whole thing, but I'm not going to make you sit through that. I'm going to do it and then just fast forward it through editing and I'll catch up with you at the end. Alright, here we go. Now we're back. So now that we got all the lines done in vector format, let's fit this to screen here. Now I'm going to go in and do my solid blacks. Now I like to make a copy of the vector lines, then turn it off, go down, well, actually bring that down here, we'll work on the copy. I'm going to work on the copy here and we're going to rasterize it. And with the paint bucket tool, I'm going to go in and fill it. I'm going to close gap, I'm going to bring that up, color margins at 0, area scaling, that should be fine. Now with these the close gap, if you have spots that have a little bit of space in between them, Clip Studio Paint will actually cause it to jump to fill that void. So it's not going to bleed out into the rest of the picture. Unless the gap is too far apart, then it's going to bleed. But you can also adjust it by pulling it up or bringing it back depending on how many pixels you're looking to have that gap jump. Area scaling, I believe that is just how much it actually goes into the line. So if you paint bucket tool, it's not going to leave a halo edge. It's actually going to come past that. But since we have the other line art saved on top, it shouldn't really matter. So I'm just going to quickly go through and paint bucket a couple things. And like you notice right there, how it didn't just bleed into certain stuff. There'll be a little bit of minimal touch-ups to do, but nothing insane. I'll have to do a little bit of reference on the handle here. I can't remember if it's solid black or not. And yeah, I'll just fix that up quickly later on. Just quick spot blacks. And alright. Now there's little tiny bits that I didn't get in the corners. I'll blow this up. So like in here, there, and little corners. Depending on what your area scaling and closed gap are, the little corners will usually not be touched. So you can either go in and just re-edit those just by quickly brushing those out, which I'm going to do just because I find it doesn't take that long. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out here, and once I pull out, I'm going to be able to see other little areas that I want to fix up. And I'm going to flip the image as well, just to see if there's any big glaring spots, like this chin lap line over here where it's got this little bulbous part. I'm just going to clean that up in the raster. I'm not terribly concerned about the vector, because this is just a drawing. It's nothing precious. And I'm looking to get it done. It's not going in a museum or anything. But if your stuff is going in a museum, that's awesome. You do it your way. Pull that out. That looks fine. That looks fine. That looks fine. Let's clean that line up. And flip the image. Bring this hair out a little bit more here. Now, one of the super handy tools I like about Clip Studio Paint is just up here. Just you can simply flip it back and forth. It comes in super handy to make sure that you don't have any like weird spots in your art. Because once you're looking at one thing for too long, your brain kind of just adjusts to it and says like, oh yeah, that's totally fine. And once you look at it another way, it's like, oh wait, no, that's completely boned. So I'm digging everything the way that's looking so far, even with it flipped. Just a couple of quick things here. And yeah, I'm just going to go in and just do subtle thickening up here and there. And I'm just going to fast forward through that again, so you just don't have to sit through all that. All right, so here we go. Alright, and we're back. So yeah, just did a couple quick little edits on there. Nothing major. So kind of just fooling around with some stuff, like bringing the hair down a little bit more. Went in and did a couple little cut lines just like this area, just to kind of bring that arm out a little bit more so it doesn't get like lost in with all that stuff. And yeah, I'm just going to take out the line art there. Alright, so there is the base of it. Thicken up some of these lines a little bit more. other than that, I think I'm pretty much done with this. And then, yeah, next I will be doing some color work over top of this. Not exactly sure what style or how I'm going to do it. Might do it like cut colors, super simple, flat colors, 2 tones, maybe 3 tone. Not really 100% sure as of right now, but I'll figure it out. If you like the video, like the tutorial, please let me know. Send any feedback. That would be totally awesome and much appreciated. If you want to follow me, all my handles on all my other social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, DeviantArt, is all the same. It's the Ryan Cardinal, TheRyanCardinal. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this quick little tutorial. Like I said, any feedback would be greatly appreciated. And if you like the videos that I'm doing, please subscribe. Every little bit helps, and I would like to continue to keep doing these on a regular basis. So I will be talking to you guys soon. All right, well, have a good day, and ciao.